Sunday NBA. Let's get right to it. I'm going to call this the Motor City Beatdown because I really think the Detroit Pistons are going to absolutely throttle the Los Angeles Lakers. I don't even know if vintage Kobe could help this team. Well, actually, vintage Kobe probably could because he was really good. But I like Detroit. I'm going to go ahead and take them at -9. I think they're going to win by well into double digits. Let's start breaking this game down. We got the Lakers on the year. They're averaging 96.8 points per game, shooting 40.8% from the field, and 32% from beyond the arc. They beat the Wizards a couple games ago, but besides that, they've only won 3 games all year, and they're the worst shooting team in the NBA. Enough said. Let's get to their defense, which isn't much better. On the year, they're allowing 105.4 points per game, 45.1% shooting from the field, and 34.3% from beyond the arc. You would think at least their defense would be a lot better, but it's not. They rank as in the bottom part at best in most defensive categories, and they're not a good basketball team. I don't know what's going on. That's the Lakers organization. I'm sure they'll turn it around in a few years, but right now this is one of the worst teams they've probably had possibly ever. Let's go ahead. Let's start talking about the Pistons. I like Stan Van Gundy a lot. I like what he's done with his team. They're going to battle in the East. They're in that Central Division of the Eastern Conference, which is a tough one. So it's going to be interesting to see if they can get out of there. Let's go ahead and let's start breaking them down. On the year, the Pistons are averaging 98.4 points a game, shooting 41.9% from the field, and 31.7% from beyond the arc. They're one of the top leading teams in the league in three-pointers attempted. That's Stan Van Gundy. But also, they're really tough in the paint. Andre Drummond's been an absolute monster. They lead the NBA in total rebounds per game, particularly because of him. And they're just a good rounded team. It's about time they start coming around. I think this year and next year, if they keep all their pieces together, maybe add one more key guy, that could be a really good Detroit team. Defensively, on the year, the Pistons, pretty solid. Right now, they're allowing 97.8 points per game, 45.4% shooting from the field, and 35.9% from beyond the arc. They do control tempo, so statistically not that great, but their defensive scoring is fine, and they're a good basketball team. I look for them to get it done tonight. They're much better than the Lakers. No reason for them to take a night off. They have nobody special coming up. They got a little road trip going to New Orleans coming up after the Lakers. They're on the end of the 4-game home stretch, so they should be dialed in to go ahead and handle some business tonight. I'm going to back the Pistons -9, and I wish you guys luck on your picks today.